Electronics. So in this video, we are going to see the must-study topics for Keltron Engineer examination that is going to happen on 5th, 6th and 7th. So the exam date of Keltron Engineer recruitment has been announced. It is on February 6th, 5th, 6th and 7th. Okay. There is actually a slight modification in the exam pattern and the syllabus. So in this video, we'll be first seeing the exam patterns and then we'll be discussing the must-study topics from the electronics subject. Okay. So the exam is going to happen on 5th, 6th and 7th and a lot of people are actually going to attend for this examination. The exam pattern, whichever branch you are belonging to, there will be 50 questions and the questions will be only from the respective discipline. There is no question, there is in the instruction sheet they have given that there is only questions from your core discipline. Okay, you don't have to cover the aptitude, reasoning or anything. There will be 50 questions from your respective discipline. The mark they have allotted is 1 mark for each correct answer that you are giving, and also there is no negative marking. Okay, so you can also try for blind attempts. If you don't know the exact answer, even then you can try because there is no negative marking. Okay, so 50 questions, 1 mark for every correct answer and there is no negative marking. The time allotted is 60 minutes is the time allotted for this 50 questions and the questions will be in only English medium. Okay, so the questions will be only in English. Now, let us see for the specific electronics branch, which are the must-study topics and which are the most important subjects. Okay, so there is only 50 questions, so you have to be very choosy, you have to be very selective while preparing for this examination. Only very few days are left. Okay, so if you are going for an end-time preparation, these topics you cannot skip. Okay, but if you talk about the total syllabus, all the subjects you have to study. I'm not saying that these are the only subjects, but these are the must-study subjects. Okay. So the subjects that you have to prepare from the electronics area are, first one is basic electronics, then second one analog communication, digital electronics, analog electronics, EMT, that is electromagnetic field theory, EMFT or EMT, then VLSI, EMI, that is electronic measurement and instrumentation, control system, antenna, radar, network theory and network analysis, optical communication, computer network, EDC, that is electronic devices and circuits, microprocessor and microcontroller. So this microprocessor and microcontroller should be given a lot of importance. Why? Because mostly they are recruiting engineers for the embedded area. Okay, so this microprocessor and microcontroller related questions and embedded system related questions will be there in the examination for sure. Okay, so these are the must study subjects. Now let us see which all topics you have to study from this area or from these subjects, and these are the very important topics. Okay, so from the first subject, that is basic electronics, you have to cover the areas resistors, inductors, capacitors. There are the basic components, basic 3 components. You have to also study active and passive components. All basic components you have to study, and also you know that there are some basic equations connected with these components, right? So you can also expect small problems that can be coming from this area. Okay, there is a problems related with this basic equations of the components, and also we can expect that mostly the questions will be from the theory part only. Numerical questions, since there is only 50 questions, the numerical questions won't be there in the question paper. Much numerical questions won't be there, but the questions from the network theory and all those areas, you can expect numerical questions only. Okay, so the first subject is basic electronics, and we have discussed that resistor, inductors and capacitors, their basic equations and problems. Okay, then semiconductor theory related questions, energy band gap, all those things. Okay, intrinsic semiconductor, extrinsic semiconductor, p-n junction, basic properties of p-n junction, the characteristics and everything. Okay, so these all areas are the must study topics from basic electronics subject. Next one, analog communication. So from analog communication, you have to study the modulation techniques, AM, that is amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, phase modulation, its equations, and also small problems from AM session. Generally, there won't be questions from FM and PM, but mostly questions, numerical questions especially, will be from the AM session. Okay, so and the most important equation is a power equation of AM system. So you have to anyway study this power equation and small problems coming from the power equation. Okay. So the power related problems and also modulation index related problems. Okay. Then super heterodyne receivers, noises. There are the various noises, types of noises that can occur in the communication system, and also comparison of AM, FM and PM. Okay. So when comparing with the bandwidth consumption, which is more, these type of questions also you can expect. Okay. So these are the topics that I have included from the analog communication subject. Next one, digital communication. From the digital communication, you have to study power spectral density, that is PSD, random variable, and also basic codes, the code types and error correction. Okay. So these are the must study topics from digital communication, and also you should be familiarized with the basic concepts of ITC, that is information theory and coding. Okay. Next one, digital electronics. It is a very important subject. You can expect actually maximum questions from embedded systems, digital electronics and analog electronics. Okay. So digital electronics, the topics that you have to cover are number system, the problems of number system, small problems, conversion from one number system to another number system, or finding the base of the number system, these type of questions. Then logic gate equations and solving for logic gate connection and finding the end result, these type of question. Next topic is Boolean simplification. So some Boolean expressions will be given to you and you have to simplify the Boolean expression and find the end result. So that type of questions. Again, questions from mux, demux, encoder, decoder, all those areas. Flip-flops, the types of flip-flop, their truth table, excitation table, all these are very important. And also questions from adders and subtractor. That will be theory questions only. Then ADC, DAC, their resolution, all those things. Okay. So these areas you have to study from digital electronics. Okay. So there is separate subject-wise playlist created for all the important subjects of electronics. And all these topics which I have mentioned now are being done as separate videos. Okay. And also there is quick revision videos for all these topics. For example, if you want to have a quick revision of number system, there is a separate video on that. And also for ADC, all type of ADCs are being covered in one video. Also there is a quick revision video on flip-flop. So these type of videos you can find in this channel. Okay. So you can find all these videos in the subject-wise playlist. Okay. So subject digital electronics, we have seen the important topics. Next one is analog electronics. So from analog electronics, the topics you have to study are amplifiers, oscillators, Schmitt trigger. Then another very important area is op-amp. Op-amp related problems can also come, and also the characteristics, especially the characteristics of ideal op-amp is very important. Either they will be giving some characteristics as options. You have to pick out the correct one or the wrong one. Okay, either way it can come. So these areas, op-amp is a very important area. You cannot skip that area. Okay. So that is the next topic. Then clippers, clambers, the theory related questions, or some small problem based on the waveforms. What type of output waveform will be given by this clipper or this clamber? This type of questions you can expect. Okay. Even though the questions will be more on theory, there won't be direct theory questions. It can be twisted. Okay. So these are the areas that you have to study from analog electronics. Next one is EMT or EMFT, electromagnetic field theory. So the topics you have to study are electromagnetic waves, their properties, types, sky waves, ground wave, then the phenomena like reflection, refraction, total internal reflection, the angles, all those things. Then Maxwell's law, then transmission lines. Now, when talking about the transmission lines, you can expect either theory questions, also numerical questions. Because you know that from transmission lines, there can be numerical questions for finding the characteristic impedance or finding the parameters, any parameters connected with the transmission lines. Okay, so you can also expect small numerical questions. Next, waveguide. Waveguide, mostly theory questions will be there. Okay, so these are the areas that you have to study from EMFT or EMT. Okay, next, VLSI. So from VLSI, you have to cover the CMOS technology and also IC fabrication. Various steps are there. Theory questions will be only there from this subject. Okay, VLSI and CMOS technology. Sorry, VLSI subject. Next one, EMI, that is electronic measurements and instrumentation. Okay, so from this subject you can expect either theory question or numerical question. Both are important. Okay, so the areas that you have to study are transducer, ammeter, voltmeter, then measuring instruments, it's CARA, errors in measuring instruments, then CRO, DSO, transducers, all these areas, their working principle and all. Okay, so CRO, DSO, theory questions will be only there. From the other areas, you can expect small numerical questions, especially finding the tolerance of resistors and all, finding the error value, or the error measurement in an instrument, or the error value associated with measuring of some current or voltage or power. These type of questions are important. Okay, there is a separate playlist for EMI, that is electronic instrumentation and measurement, so you can find the videos in that playlist. Okay, next one is control system. So from control system you have to study the basics of open loop and closed loop control system, transfer function, the equations, and also problems means finding the end transfer function. That's that type of questions. Okay, then stability conditions. Another important area is poles and zeros. It is very important. There can be theory questions connected with the poles and zero, or finding the pole and zero value from a given transfer function. These type of questions you can expect. Okay, so these are the must study topics from control system. Next subject is antenna. Okay, so from antenna, again there can be small problems also connected with the power, transmitted power of the antenna. Okay, we have done enough videos on antenna numericals. Okay, so you can find all those videos in the antenna playlist. So the important topics that you have to cover is types of antenna, then parameters like directivity, gain, height, all these are important parameters. All these areas you have to cover, and also you can face small problems as I've said. Okay, next one is radar. The most important area of radar is radar range equation. So there can be questions connected with the various variables in the radar range equation. You know that the radar range equation Rmax is equal to, there is a equation given. So if you vary one of this variable in this equation, how is the range getting affected? Or if one variable is varied, how is the other variable getting affected? These type of questions actually I've seen in these type of competitive examinations. So you have to cover those area. At least you should study the range equation thoroughly. Okay, and also radar types. Various type of radar is there. MTI radar, pulse Doppler radar, other types of radar is there. You should be knowing the basic working principles of the radar, or you should at least study how is one radar different from the other one. Okay, so these are the important areas. And also another important area which is Doppler effect. Okay, it is also very important from radar. Next one is network analysis or network theory. This network theory subject is actually mostly concentrating on numerical questions. So mostly you can expect numerical questions from this subject. Okay, so the areas you have to cover is network analysis. Analysis means finding of either values of voltage or current or resistance in one particular branch by applying any of these theorems or laws. That type of questions. Also the concepts of KCL, KVL, problems from this area, and also you should be knowing the exact definition of KCL and KVL. It can also come as theory. Okay, then for finding of current, voltage, as I've already told, then solving for unknown parameters, also the theorems of network analysis. We have studied actually a lot of theorems in network theory subject. Reciprocity theorem, Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, superimposition, source transformation, a lot of theorems are actually there. Then conversions is there, delta to star, star to delta. Then there is again various parameters we have studied, Y parameter, Z parameter. So these parameters related questions all are important actually from the network theory. You can expect mostly problems. Okay, not too much difficult problem, but you can expect little bit difficult problems in whichever question paper you take on electronics. The network questions will be little bit difficult only. Okay, anyway, you have to prepare for those questions. Next subject is optical communication. Okay, optical communication you have to only study theory, or there can be small numericals for solving the refractive index or numerical aperture. Then Snell's law, all these are important. Okay, next one, computer network. From the computer network, you have to study the various topologies, LAN, MAN, WAN, TCP/IP model, OSI model, Internet Protocol version 4, version 6. All these are important. Theory questions will be only there. Okay. Next one, EDC. So in EDC, you are actually studying semiconductor theory basics again. So you have to study semiconductor theory basics, semiconductors, holes, electrons, related questions and all. Then again, from the devices, you have to study Zener diode, which is very important. Zener diode, either numerical question or theory question. Both are actually important from this area. Zener diode is again a very important area. Okay. Then MOSFET, BJT, op-amp again here. Then PN junction diode, tunnel diode. All these are important area. Now, you can expect theory questions from tunnel diode, but from the other areas, you can expect small numerical questions also. For example, from BJT or from MOSFET, from Zener or from PN junction diode, small numerical questions you can expect. Okay. So, these are all areas you have to study from the EDC. Next one is microprocessor and microcontroller. So, as I've told in the beginning, this recruitment is mainly happening for embedded system area. So this embedded systems, microprocessor and microcontroller are must study topics. Okay. So you have to study from microcontroller 8051, 8085 microprocessor also important. You have to study the registers, most important registers, special functional registers, memory arrangement, direct memory access. All these are important. And also the pins, most important pins of this ICs. How many pins are there in each IC? Which are the important pins? All these things you should be studying. That then the best widths, database, address base, how much memory can be carried, like it can carry the address base, database. All these things you should be knowing. Okay. Then the basic interfacing also important. Again, I've written the small code snippets like assembly language coding and all. If you have some difficulty in studying those code snippets, you can skip that area actually. But anyway, if you have enough time, if you are familiar with all the other concepts, then go for some small code snippet solving also. Okay. So these are the areas you have to study from the microprocessor and microcontroller area. That is 8051 microcontroller and 8085 also you have to study. Okay. So these are the topics. That is a must study topics you have to prepare for the Keltron recruitment or the written examination, which is going to happen from 5th to 7th. Okay, a lot of people has actually asked for this video. A lot of people were asking doubts regarding which all areas to cover for this 50 questions, because only there is 50 questions and that too from your respective discipline only. So for the electronics branch, at least these topics you should be preparing. Okay, I'm not saying that only this is the syllabus. I'm not saying that only these topics you should study, but at least these topics you should be familiarized with. Okay. So all the best for all the people who is going to write the examination on the 5th or 6th or 7th. So please try to cover at least this much of topic. Okay, so that's all for this video. I'm really hoping that this video was useful. I've tried to explain maximum from each and every topic. That is which type of question you can expect and all. Okay. So I'm really hoping that this video is useful. If yes, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do share it with all your friends who's going to write the examination for Keltron. That is electronics branch. Okay. And if you want more videos, please do subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and keep on watching.